I fell in love with triplets. Ella Harper was no stranger to fairy tales. At 24, she had always dreamed of a love story that would sweep her off her feet. Living in the small, charming town of Silverbrook, Ella worked as a barista by day and spent her evenings lost in books and daydreams. Her routine was simple, yet her heart yearned for something extraordinary. One rainy evening, as she hurried into her favorite cafe to escape the drizzle, her eyes met those of a stranger. Tall, with a chiseled jaw and a smile that seemed to light up the dim room, he introduced himself as James Carter. His voice was smooth, his eyes kind yet mysterious. Over the next few weeks, James became a regular at the cafe, always finding ways to spark conversations and make Ella laugh. Their connection deepened quickly. They shared stories of childhood, dreams for the future, and favorite books. Ella couldn't believe her luck. She had found her perfect match. James was charming, attentive, and seemingly sincere. The town whispered about their budding romance, and Ella felt her heart flutter with hope. Page 2. As their relationship blossomed, Ella found herself falling faster than she ever thought possible. James seemed the ideal partner, romantic, thoughtful, and genuinely interested in her life. He would send her flowers, surprise her with handwritten notes, and listen intently when she talked about her hopes and fears. One evening, as they walked through the town's park under a canopy of stars, James took her hands in his. "Ella," he whispered, "I've never felt this way about anyone before. I think you're the one." Ella's heart pounded with happiness. She whispered back, "I feel the same, James." For a moment, everything felt perfect, like a storybook romance come true. However, beneath her happiness, a flicker of doubt occasionally crept in. James was too perfect sometimes, almost too attentive, too polished. But she pushed these thoughts aside, trusting her feelings and the connection they shared. Page 3. Months passed, and Ella's world revolved around James. They became inseparable, sharing a future in her mind. Then, one day, out of curiosity, she decided to do a little digging, just to know more about his background. She found herself in his apartment, surprisingly unlocked and inviting. As she explored, she stumbled onto a hidden compartment in his desk. Inside, she found a set of photographs, multiple pictures of James with two other men who looked startlingly like him. Each photo captured candid moments, laughter, and shared experiences. Ella's heart raced. Her instincts told her something was wrong. Confused and a bit fearful, she searched further and found more evidence: different sets of shoes, varied IDs, and subtle differences in handwriting. She realized James wasn't who she thought he was. Her mind whirled. She was being played. The truth hit her suddenly. James was actually three different, but identical triplets: Dean, Sam, and Leo, who had taken turns pretending to be one man. They had crafted this elaborate ruse to see if Ella was the one for all of them, wanting to test her feelings in a controlled way. Page 4. Caught between betrayal and heartbreak, Ella confronted James, no, Dean, Sam, and Leo, separately. Their explanations were bewildering. They admitted to orchestrating the entire romance, believing it was a test of loyalty and love. They explained they didn't mean to hurt her, only to see if she was real. Ella felt her world shatter. Her love had been a facade, her trust broken. She realized that love wasn't just about chemistry or fairy tales, but about honesty and genuine connection. In the days that followed, Ella decided to step away from the chaos. She sought comfort in her friends, in her books, and in her own strength. Slowly, she began to heal, vowing to trust her instincts and seek a love rooted in truth. Though her heart had been played, Ella learned an important lesson: genuine love is built on honesty, and no matter how tempting the illusion, the reality is always more valuable than a shadow.